everybody's susceptible to it. It is some of the, actually, if it's not clinical depression, it is the best thing that can happen to you is a depression. Do you know why? And then you're like, is she crazy?
I want to know why.
Yeah, but you know why? Because really, what happens when you go into a depression? You don't want to talk to people, you don't want to be with anybody, you want to be at home, right? And what do? You implode. You are alone. And you, for the first time, maybe at that time, you start thinking about you, not everybody else, not the internet, not your job, not, you're thinking about your job, but not anybody else. You're thinking about what you want. So it is actually a gift, because what happens in a depression is the doors all close and you are forced to start thinking about you and your life. You understand? And usually, especially when they're in the people who come to me usually are in major shifts, or they're looking to know what they are, they're going to be, or I hate to say a lot about suicide, I'll go into 2012 in a minute, and no offense, but I know I'm kind of cutting my head off here, but I don't really accept the readings who want to know if Johnny's going to love me tomorrow. Okay? It's okay, go somewhere else. I'm really not hardcore, I'm brutally honest with my readings, and I get right to the point, and I'm not mean, but I will just, that's the English, I think. So really depressions are a good thing, and have you ever noticed, you log and look back in your life, and when you find the really fantastic times in your life, it looks so in the middle of this, they come in with messages and they're like ghosts, they're all lined up here. So we'll talk to them in a minute. I'm asking them to let me finish my thought. So what happens is, when you go back in your life and you look back at the fantastic growth times in your life and the good times, you go back about a month or so, even maybe as much as 5 months, and you will find that you've been pretty depressed at that time because you were in change. You were actually deciding in a subconscious or a higher conscious way that you needed to make changes in your life. And that's how does that make sense to people? No? Okay. Sometimes you can be very stubborn. You like you. She likes her own way. I didn't mean that way. But I mean, you're very kind of strong-willed. You know what you want. And that's not being, so much a princess as of knowing, I know what I want and I'm not going to settle for less. You understand the difference? And in January, around about January 12th, and I'm pretty accurate on dates, you have a big change coming to you. So Christmas is not going to be really great, but because you're going into that change. It's going to be fun, but it's not as, the party kind of thing, all right? So basically, scam or in England. Real sweetheart though. She really gives a lot, doesn't she? She's always giving. But she can get into trouble, right? Yeah, sister agrees. Okay.